Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Richard Whymark!
Oh, lovely. Have you had a good time this evening? Oh, lovely. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, I must say, it's nice to be here because I'm celebrating this year 21 years in show business. Yeah. I actually started in the circus. I did all those years ago. I didn't have much of an act, but they kept me on because I was the only one who could get the tent in the bag. I arrived on the first day. I saw the clown. I thought, I won't want to be in his shoes. It was an unusual circus. They had unusual acts like the fat tattooed lady. You walk around Hunstanton, they're everywhere now. And, have you seen these young girls when they're about 18, 19? They get a little tattoo on the shoulder blade. They get like a little robin or a dove. Somebody should tell them when they're 75, that's going to look like an ostrich, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I mean, we've got gorgeous dancers, Michelle, Iggy, Annie. Oh, their dressing room, keep this to yourselves. Next to mine, there's a hole in the plaster. So, yeah, I know what you're thinking. I thought, shall I fill it in? I thought, nah, let them look. So, they're lovely. I mean, last night I was in Sheringham. Have anyone been there? Yeah. Boy, if you've never been to Sheringham, how can you describe it? I was the only one there with my own hips. Oh. Everybody on the seafront had scaffolding. Come on, George. It's terrible. There's a shop in Sheringham. It's called Next. That's the Undertaker's. Oh. I went in this newsagent's. There was a little fella behind the counter. He said, can I help you? I said, I'd love a newspaper, please. He said, do you want today's or tomorrow's? I said, I'll have tomorrow's. He said, come back tomorrow. I looked at the confectionery. There was the Mars, the Snickers and all that. I said, do you do Twix? He said, I can juggle a bit. You don't deserve this next one. I said, I'll have a Mars, some Rolos, and a twirl. All right, he said, here's your Mars. Here's your Rolos. Here's your twirl. No. It's not been my week. It's not. I went to get my hair cut the other day. The barber said, oh, Richard, you're going bald. I said, well, you better get a move on. It's summertime. He said, would you like highlights? I said, that'd be nice. He gave me a DVD of all my old haircuts. So a week I'm having, I saw my next door neighbour this morning. He's just had a pacemaker fitted. Dodgy. Every time he breaks wind, the garage door's open. I'm driving here today. I've got sat-nav. Has anyone got the sat-nav in the car? Oh, it's great. I'd be lost without mine. You'll get it later. I'm driving along. I passed the zoo. It said bear left. How accurate is that? Yeah. Oh, it's been a funny day. It really is. Did a club the other night. 6 people in. The manager said, don't worry, Richard, there's a coach coming. The coach come. They all got on it and cleared off. So that was nice. Luck I'm having. When I was in the circus, the ringmaster came up to me on the first day. He said, what do you want to be? I said, I want to be a lion tamer. He said, you got any experience? I said, I've been practicing at home with my pussycat. He said, they're a bit bigger than that. I said, but I'd love to have a go. All right, he said, you're in there, you've got a chair and a whip. He said, if a lion takes a step forward, you take a step back, you crack the whip once. I said, I've got it. He said, if the lion takes 2 steps forward, you take 2 steps back, you crack the whip twice. I said, I've got it. He said, if he takes 3 steps forward, I said, don't tell me, sir, I take 3 back. I said, yeah. I said, there's just one problem here. What if I'm against the bars of the cage and he's still coming? He said, if that happens, reach down, get a handful of drop-ins, throw it in the lion's face, and he'll retreat. I said, what if there's no drop-ins? He said, there will be. He was right as well. Funny day. I went in Tesco's this morning. I'm in the washing powder aisle. There's a fella on one of those little stools. He's stacking the shelves. All of a sudden, his girlfriend came round the corner. She said, you swine. He said, you what? She said, you rotten swine. You told me you were a stunt pilot, one of the Red Arrows. He said, I told you I was part of the aerial display team. Yeah. I mean, here we are in Hunstanton. The other way, do you know, about 3 weeks ago, we had a posh hotel in London to do. I arrived with all this stuff. My wife came that night. £250 a night to stay there. Got up to the room. We opened these double doors. It was all red, gold, gilt, velvet. She said, are we going to have the shampoo bottles? I said, £250 a night. We're having the curtains and the duvet. I did the cabaret after the show. The manager said, Mr. Wymark, we've left the pool open for you. I said, what? He said, the swimming pool. I said, really? He said, yes. I said, but it's 11 o'clock. Oh, he said, you can go and help yourself. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, what a beautiful swimming pool. It had like a gold leaf pattern all the way around it. There was a ladder that led you into the water. There was a wave machine, a jacuzzi. There was a spa. We went in there, got a jar of coffee and some hobnobs. Spa. And I'll tell you how posh it was. Had a special chlorine in the water. This chlorine could detect if you did anything in the water. Little tinkle or anything like that. If a man did one, it went blue. If a lady did one, it went pink. Do you know, we was up and down the lanes. We looked like the Red Arrows, we did. But my wife went home on the train. She left me for night number 2 all on my own, ladies and gentlemen. Got a bit lonely. Walking back to the hotel, I found a phone box. There was all these little calling cards in it. I thought, oh. I picked one. It said, Erotic Estelle, late night fun. I got back to the hotel. I shut the door, dialed the number on the phone. This lady's voice said, yes. I said, hello, it's Lonely here. I said, I'd like a full body massage with oils. You can spank me bottom with a feather duster. You can call me a naughty boy. She said, you have to dial 9 for an outside line, sir. It's the luck I'm having. It's the luck I'm having. Anyway. It's nice to be with you, because I brought some friends along tonight. Would you like to meet them? All right, gives Jess a chance to click the track back. That's the one. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. We'll have the other one first. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I brought some friends on. The first lady I'm going to introduce you to, how can I describe her? She's getting on a bit, bless her. She's getting on a bit, and she's rather hard of hearing. But with your applause and appreciation, would you please welcome Auntie Elsie? Come on, dear, let's get you. Come on there. Come on. Oh, dear. Come on, there she is. Come on, dear. There we go. There we are. That's it. All right. All right, you're here. What? I said you're here. What? I said you're here. What? Hang on, you got something in your ear, dear. Hang on, come here, come here. What you got here? Oh, dear. What's this? What's this? Oh, dear. What is it? Looks like a suppository. Oh dear, what? Now I know where my hearing aid is. I wondered why I was whistling round there. Yes, I thought you might. You're here with your husband? Oh yes. Charlie? Oh yes. How long have you been married? What? How long have you been married? 60 years. 60 years is a long time. When was the happiest? 61 years ago. Oh no, come on. You met at school? We did. Now, do you remember all those years ago? What? Do you remember your first date? What? Do you remember your first date? Where did Charlie take you on your first date? He took me to the cinema. The cinema? Mm-hmm. Was it romantic? Oh, yes. It was? Oh, yes. Why was that? He bought me some chocolates. Chocolates? Oh, yes. And I laughed. You laughed? Oh, he laughed. We sat in the cinema. Yeah, he put his arm round me. Oh, you laughed! You laughed? Oh, you laughed! Then he put his hand in my cardigan. Yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo. Oh, you laughed! You laughed? Oh, you laughed. Then he put his hand on my knee. Oh, you laughed! What were you laughing for? The chocolates are in my handbag. Were they? Yes. Goodness. What's the matter now? Look at him over there. What about him? I could casserole him. What? I could casserole him. I think you mean caress. Casserole. No, Elsie, if you get a dictionary, look up the word caress. It means to kiss and cuddle. You look up casserole. Done slowly, 3 to 4 hours. All right, okay. So how are the family? All right, they're okay. Mm-hmm. Have you got any of the family at home now? What? Have you got any of the family at home? No. Just you two in the house? Oh, no. Who else is in the house? We got a dog. You got a dog? Mm-hmm. What sort of dog have you got? We got a Chihuahua. A Chihuahua? Mm-hmm. Is it a pedigree? Of course. Yes, well, if you have a pedigree dog, Elsie, everything's in the right place. What do you mean? Well, the body's in proportion. Mm-hmm. The head, the tail, muzzle, coat is nice and fluffy. Not really. What's the matter with the dog's coat? Hair sticking up. Hair sticking up? Mm-hmm. What did you do about that? Went to the chemist's. Got some hair removal cream. What did the chemist say to that? Rub it under the arms. What did you say? Not for under the arms. No. It's for my Chihuahua. What did the chemist say to that? Don't ride your bike for a fortnight. I've already made. That's Elsie, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, dear. All right. Now, I should have asked this in the first half of the show. Have we any single ladies out there this evening? It's gone quiet, hasn't it? Well, if we have or haven't, girls, you're in for a treat, because the next young man who's coming out says he has the looks of Peter Andre, with a hint of David Beckham and a hint of Harry Styles. Personally, I don't think he looks like any of them, and if I'm honest with you, he's rather gormless. Do you want to meet him? Yeah. Do you want to meet him? Yeah. You've been warmed. He's the self-confessed babe magnet. Would you please welcome my little friend Willie? Come on, fella. Yay! All right. Are you all right? Yeah. Everything okay? Yeah. What are you doing here tonight? I'm looking for a woman. You're looking for a woman? Yeah. What sort? A real one. A real one. You see a beautiful lady, what do you say? Hello. What do you say after that? Oh, I don't know. I don't get that far. Yeah. You must compliment a lady. I'll show you. Look, let me see if we can find a beautiful lady on the front row. That's not easy, is it? No. Let's look right down here. We've got a lady in a pink cardigan here. What's your name down the front here? Charlotte. Oh, good job. I don't begin with B. Charlotte, that's nice to see. Where are you from? Leicester. It's getting even better for me. Leicester. Charlotte. What? They didn't move. All right. Charlotte, may I say you look very nice this evening sitting down there. Have you had your hair done? That compliments you beautifully. That was smooth. You have a go. Hello, Charlotte. Have you had your hair done? That's nice. Or did you come on a motorbike? No, you don't say that. What are you doing here anyway? Looking for a new job. You're after a new job? Mm-hmm. Well, it just so happens, what? I'm taking applications at the moment. What? I'm taking applications. I'm after a new road manager. I'm after a new road manager. I need someone on the road with me, get all these props and the scenery set up. Got an application form here. Would you like to fill it in? I ain't got a pen. Pardon? I ain't got a pen. I have no pen, nor have I. I have no pen, they have no pens, we have no pens. Who's got all the pens? Talking about your grammar, what about her? I could phone her. Phone who? Me grandma. What do you want to phone your grandma for? She might have a pen. Forget about that. Tell you what, this is a standard application form with medical notes attached. What? Medical notes? I need to know that you're fit and healthy. We'll start at the top, we'll go all the way through. You can give me your answers verbally, and if I think you're good enough, I'll consider you for the job. We'll start at the top. Your name? Willie. Your full name? Willie Make It? Willie Make It. Your birth date? 1st of April. What year? Every year. Sex? Is that part of the job? No, it isn't. Where do you live? Heacham. Heacham. Have you lived there all your life? Not yet. And for the purposes of the application, could you tell me your current position? I'm sitting on this. Hang on, what? Have you lost a shoe? Have you lost a shoe? No, we found one. You found one. Now, your medical history is important here. Answer as honestly as you can. Do you have trouble passing water? What? Do you have trouble passing water? I go dizzy on bridges. We're not talking rivers and streets. No, you have a drink, passes through your body, out through the wee-wee if you must. Does your water burn? I never tried to light it. If you went to the doctor's, he said you had too much sugar in your water, what would you do? Wee-wee on my cornflakes. No, you wouldn't. One step away from an idiot. Nice to meet you. Oi! Part of this, I've got to do an aptitude test. I don't like flying. Aptitude, not altitude, general knowledge. I don't know who he is. This is just random questions just to see how smart you are, such as this. Who was the first man on earth? Adam. Good boy. First man on earth was Adam. Who was the first woman? I don't know. First man on earth was Adam. Who was the first one? I don't know. Think of apples. Granny Smith. No. We have Christmas. We have Easter. Who was born in a stable and had billions and billions of followers? Red Rum. It wasn't Red Rum. Zoology. Why have giraffes got long necks? So they can see over high walls. Where are the high walls? Waste of time building them. Physics, oh dear. Now, it's a straightforward physics question. Think very carefully. If you drop a raw egg onto concrete, will you crack it? No. If you drop a raw egg onto concrete, will you crack it? No. Willie, if you drop a fresh raw egg onto concrete, will you crack it? No. The concrete's very strong. How do you say so many stupid things in one day? I get up early. Your last question is maths. Your last question is maths. Think very carefully, because I've got one more guy to get out. I gave you 2 chickens today, 2 chickens tomorrow. How many would you have? 5. I gave you 2 chickens today, 2 chickens tomorrow. How many would you have? 5. You're not getting this. If I gave you 2 ducks today, 2 ducks tomorrow, how many would you have? 4. Right, so if I gave you 2 chickens today, 2 chickens tomorrow, how many would you have? 5. How the hell have you got 5 chickens? I've got one in the freezer. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my little friend Willie. Let's have his song. Here we go. When the sun shines on the coast and we're rolling in the hay, and the cows are up there grazing, 'cause the milk is on its way. I am a cider drinker, I drink it all of the day. I am a cider drinker, it soothes all my troubles away. Oh-ah-oh-ah-ray, oh-ah-oh-ah-ray. Oh, that's Willie, come on, boy. There we go. All right, we've got one more fella. Before we go, can we just say, because we don't get the chance to say this near the end, we've been here for a few weeks now. At this moment, would you just thank for me all the staff here in the theatre? We've got the lovely Jess at the back who makes sure we all sound right and looks after all our lighting and sound. All the crew backstage, I can't tell you. We come out and have fun, but they're the ones who make this show happen. Would you give them a big, big round of applause for us? Cheer up, dear. A face like that, you could work in the box office. Anyway. Who do you want to see? Joe Pasquale, is that squeaky fella, isn't he? Anyway. Oh, dear. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got one more guy for you to meet. This guy is the oldest member of the cast. He's also the star of my show. Would you please welcome the legendary Uncle Charlie? Come on, fella, let's get you. There we go. Come on, let's sit you down. There we are. You're here, yes? You see where we are? The clinic? No, it's not the clinic. Clinic is full of people who need to see a doctor. Look at these. Oi. Some beautiful ladies here this evening, yes. Your wife's here this evening. She's up there now. You what? She's up there. She's not dead, is she? No, she's nicking the slates off the roof. Oh, I see. She's very good in bed. Really? Till I get in. All right. Nasty cough. Went to the doctor's. With your cough, I had to take it with me. What did he give you for your cough? Laxative. Laxative for a cough. Now I'm afraid to cough. Yes, all right. How's your week been? Not good, not good, not good, not good, not good, not good, not good. Why, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Where do I start? I don't know. Last week. What about last week? My grandson. What about your grandson? Well, he was round his mother's house, yes. He said, Mummy, I want a wee wee, I want a wee wee, I want a wee wee, I want a wee wee. She said, don't be rude. Call it a whisper. A whisper. A whisper. Then she sent him round our house. I didn't know. He said, Grandad, I want a whisper. I said, whisper in my ear. Good job he didn't want to shout. Exactly, yes. What about yesterday? Went to Tesco's yesterday. How was that? Not good, not good, not good, not good, not good. Why, oh dear, where do I start there? I was just getting out of the car in the car park, yes, and a fella drove up. He went right in a handicap space. Disabled. He got out of the car, there was nothing wrong with him. Don't you hate that? Yes, we do. So I ran his backside over. Made an honest man out of him, I said. Then his wife got out the other side, started waving her crutches at me. I took her out with the door. All right. What was you getting in Tesco? What was you getting in Tesco? Sausages. What? Sausages. 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 Walls? No. Butcher's Choice? No. Market Fare? No. Whose sausages were they? Jamie Oliver's. How do you know they were Jamie Oliver's sausages? Had his photograph on the front, I see. What was on the back of the packet? Prick with fork. All right. Goodness sake. What are you doing here anyway? There's nothing on telly. No. What did you watch yesterday? What did you watch yesterday? The Chase. What? The Chase. The Chase. The Chase. You watched The Chase. I watched The Chase. Why do you like The Chase? Because you can't say pointless. Well, I'll tell you what, we've got the spotlights on us this evening. We will imagine you're in the studio, you're on The Chase. You have a minute to get the money up before you meet the chaser. Minute to get the money up before you meet the chase. Your minute starts now. Here we go. What did old MacDonald have? He had a farm. Yes, he did. For 2,000, spell it. E-I-E-I-O. For 3,000, what was Gandhi's first name? Goosey Goosey. The money's going up. You had £500 in your left trouser pocket and 500 in your right. What would you have? Somebody else's trousers on? Give me 3 fish beginning and ending in the letter K. 3 fish beginning and ending in the letter K. Killer shark. That's pushing it. I need 2 more. I got one. What? Quick save, breaded haddock. You need 1 more, Kilmarnock? Kilmarnock is not a fish. That's a place. In Scotland. What would you get if you crossed the chicken with a flea? An itchy, don't you dare. An itchy, don't you dare. I got one. Charlotte, leave her alone. What's got into you? Your hand? Never mind that. This. What? White-haired old fool. At least I got hair. That was below the belt, so's your hair. Oi! You go and see Nile? I've never been to Egypt. So you go and see Nile. Have you seen the Nile? What's the matter with you? Nothing. What is it? Nothing. What is it? Nothing. I'm over here. I know where you are. What is it then? I got stress. Stress? You said this last week. I know. I said to you then, and I'll tell you again now. When I get stressful, I go home early, creep in the back door. My wife's in the kitchen. Get all fruity and passionate with her. Out the back door, down the pub for a drink. No stress, see? And I did what you said. That's good to hear. Can I say what a nice kitchen you've got? You haven't even told these people your first job in show business. What? Your first job in show business? Elvis impersonator. Elvis impersonator. Was it a popular act? Not a lot of call for it in 1939. No, I didn't think there would be. Are you going to sing an old Elvis song? Why is that? There's no new ones. Rock and roll? No. Love song? No. Which one are you going to do? This one. It's Charlie's song. Oh, I wish I was in the land of cotton, long ago and not forgotten. Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland. In Dixieland I'll take the stand to live and die in Dixie. Dixieland, where I was born on that frosty morn. Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Hallelujah, His truth is marching on. His truth is marching on. Tired now. Tired. It's been a long day. Very long day. Only one thing left. You're right. Good night, everybody. That's Charlie. His truth is marching on. Good night, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Richard Whymark, come on! Come on back, Richard. Something a bit special for you, folks. Give it up, Hunstanton. Mr. Richard Whymark. Keep it going, folks.